Valley has produced several great Major League Baseball players, Dave Cash and Andy Van Slyke being two good examples of that. Perhaps the best the area has ever produced was born 130 years ago.
His name was George Burns, and he was regarded as one of the best and most consistent hitters in baseball. And on top of that, he was a great base runner. George Burns was born in Utica in November 1889. George learned to play ball on the playgrounds of Utica. His usual position was either on the mound or behind the plate. In the early part of the 20th century, there was a minor pro league, the New York State League, with teams in almost every city. While at the park to watch the scheduled game between Syracuse and the Utica Harps, Burns was asked to fill in when the Utica catcher didn't show up for the game. Burns passed the impromptu audition and was signed by the Harps. Burns would play 2 more seasons in Utica and moved to the outfield. His play caught the eye of a scout for the New York Giants. The National League team bought his contract for $4,000. On October 3, 1911, he made his Major League debut. He was 21 years old. John McGraw, the Giants manager, rarely played rookies. Instead, he kept them by his side on the bench and gave them lessons on playing the game. Burns got in only 29 games his first full season, but he hit .294. The next season, George Burns started opening day in left field. They soon came to call left field in New York City Burnsville. George Burns was somewhat of an innovator in the outfield, and left field at the Polo Grounds was exposed to bright sunlight. Burns often used a long-billed baseball cap when he was in the field, and he is among the first players to use sunglasses. He moved up in the batting order to the leadoff spot. In 1912, he hit .286 and stole 40 bases. 1913 was the first of 3 World Series in Burns' career. 1914 was one of his best. Burns hit .303 and led the league in runs and stolen bases. Burns was 4th in voting for MVP. In 13 of the 15 seasons that Burns was a regular in the lineup, he never hit higher than .303, but never lower than .272, with the exception of his second to last season. He played 15 seasons in the majors. His career batting average was .287. He led the National League in runs 5 times and led the league in stolen bases twice. In fact, his 334 stolen bases as a Giant was the franchise record, a record that stood until broken by none other than Willie Mays. Burns had over 2,000 hits in his career, an impressive figure, and in what is now a lost art, George Burns stole home 28 times in his career, which to this day remains 3rd on the all-time Major League list. After the 1921 season, when he led the Giants to a World Series win over the New York Yankees, Burns was traded to the Reds, but he was still popular in New York. The Giants waited until the Reds came to town to hold a special day in honor of George Burns. George Burns played 2 more seasons in Cincinnati and finished his career in Philadelphia. In retirement, Burns coached in the minor leagues and with the Giants. Eventually, George Burns settled in Gloversville, New York, where he worked as a payroll clerk at a tannery. Burns died there in 1966. He was one of the best baseball players ever to come out of Utica. Produced with the cooperation of the United County History Center, I'm Joe Kelly, and this is Hidden History.